Hey, science students, how's everybody doing? Just to let you know, this is our last week of e-learning, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be our last days. You are going to do a review of the disease unit, and then you're going to do a quizzes. It's going to count as a quiz grade, not as a final exam grade, but a quiz grade. So that's what you're doing this week. Go ahead and take Monday and Tuesday to do the review. Then Wednesday you can take the quizzes. Make sure you understand that everything this week is due on Friday the 22nd. We're not waiting to the next Monday, so it's all due Friday the 22nd. So make sure that you're keeping up to date. So make sure you get all your work turned in. I beg you, if you have not taken the cell biology test from April 1st, that you do that. Use your notes, use your binder, I don't care, but you got to take that test. I still have a handful of you that are doing electronic stuff on your computer who have not taken that test. You got to take that test. That's 60 points. Okay, you got no shot of getting a decent grade in science class if you do not take that test. So take that test, do the best you can. If you have paper copies of stuff, and I have quite a few of you that do, and that's great. Make sure that you're getting everything on your paper copies done. Make sure that you are sending them back into the school in envelopes that they're giving you that are already pre-postmarked. And get those in as soon as you can. So if you can get all your work done by Friday, put that envelope in the mail Saturday morning if you can. Make sure that I get it next week and I can get it graded and in the grade book before grades are due. Now, if I don't get that packet for 3 weeks because you waited a week or two to send it out, um, then it's going to be so sorry, Charlie. It's not going to count because you can't get your stuff in on time. So make sure if you want that whole packet, you want to make sure it gets to school. You can certainly have mom or dad drop it off to Mrs. Dunlap in the office, and she will put that in my mailbox. Make sure you write on there and make sure that it goes to Mr. Fisher so that Mrs. Dunlap knows to put it in my mailbox, so she's not guessing. Okay, because she's dealing with an awful lot of stuff up there in that front office over the next several weeks to get everything for us ready for to make sure that grades are finalized and all that stuff. So make sure that you're helping out Mrs. Dunlap and Mrs. Chupp, who's going to be taking care of a lot of that stuff for us. Um, just want to make sure that you guys understand that you guys are a part of history. This has never happened going back till probably pre World War One. Actually, the last time I think we actually called the Spanish flu a pandemic. It certainly hasn't happened in my parents' generation. They were born in the early 40s during World War II, and it's never happened in my era that we had taken off of school um, because of illnesses going around. So um, it's not been ideal for us to do e-learning for 9 weeks, but you guys have been doing a great job. So let's finish off strong this week. And it's not been ideal for us teachers either. It's been difficult on us to try to put our lessons. Um, we do so much hands-on stuff in science. It's been really difficult for me and Mrs. Berkey to make sure that we're getting lessons out there that you guys can really learn from, and then we'll make you ready for eighth grade science next year because you're going to have to put it all together to be ready for biology as a freshman with Mrs. Charlwood. So make sure that you're getting as much work as you can turned in so that I can give you as many points as possible. I've been very lenient with grading. Obviously, this is a really goofy time, so I'm not going to be real hardcore about how I'm grading stuff. So get your stuff in there. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and give you as many points as I possibly can. If you got paper copies, make sure you're getting them turned in. If you're turning stuff in electronically, make sure you're hitting the turn in button. Make sure your answers are on your sheet, though. I get a lot of turn ins on empty papers that I'm just returning back because you guys aren't putting your answers on there. So make sure everything I put in has been put in a Google Doc that you guys can just write your answers right on there. So make sure that you're doing that or writing right in a Google Slides on our weekly work. So if you're going to go back and do a week's worth of work on a Google Slide, make sure you're answering the questions that are embedded in there. Make sure you do the Ed puzzle from last year. I actually put that in the grade book as a grade for the Ed puzzle. I actually went through and looked at your answers and made sure that you watched the whole video. For some of you that didn't watch the whole video, it tells me if you watched 50% of it, 45%, 60%, or 100% of it. It tells me that. So make sure you're doing that. So just wanted to tell you, I will leave you. No, this will be the last message I give you. So I hope you guys have a great summer. Get all your stuff turned in so you don't have to worry about it. and I can get it graded, and then I can start off on my summer because I got a ton load of projects here at the house I want to do. And my wife still isn't letting me really leave the house except for once a week to go to school. So, um, so it's not been real fun. So I have a lot of time on my hands this summer to get stuff done around the house. So make sure you guys keep in touch. If you see me, you won't see me around probably. But make sure you make a point to say hi to me next year when we're in the hallways. I can't wait to see you guys. So it'd be nice to have eighth grade science. Maybe I'd have some of you guys again, like I did this year with the eighth graders. So hopefully that will come true. So I'm not sure, they haven't come out with a master schedule yet. So I don't know what I'm teaching next year yet. So I hope everybody has a great summer. I sure have missed you guys in the classroom. I was really looking forward to this last 9 weeks. I really thought we had figured some stuff out in the third 9 weeks, on how for us to all get along and how we learned and how everybody learned. It kind of felt like I had gotten to know every one of you. So I'm kind of really saddened by the fact that I haven't seen you guys for 9 weeks, and we didn't get a lot of people in Zoom conferences. So just to let you know that I miss all of you. I can't wait to see you in the halls next August. Um, and so hopefully you guys have a good summer. So go Falcons. Love all you guys.